Good morning everyone and welcome to Angola. Here I am, look at this. Here's the bike, here's the tent, and here is an amazing view. Little spot I managed to find last night. So, the border crossing itself, it took about 3 hours. It was a long process. It's one of the most official borders I've seen on my whole trip pretty much since Morocco. It was gated onto the Angolan side and very official customs and immigration, and I'm just happy to be here, man. DRC or Democratic Republic of Congo was it's just crazy and lawless and corruption everywhere, and I mean it's interesting to see, but at the same time it's just not enjoyable. The people were lovely in the country, but it was just crazy. But yeah, in Angola now, I don't speak a word of Portuguese, but everyone was so nice at the border. They tried to help as much as they could, in a good way, the staff, and they weren't asking for any money, and it was just such a change. I haven't had that since the whole trip. But yeah, I'm really glad to be here. It's a big change up compared to what we've had, and now it feels like, you know, it feels like I can just relax now. I can relax Angola, Namibia, South Africa. I can just chill out. So I'm happy. My finger is still swollen, my hand's swollen. Foot's getting a little bit better, so I think that's gonna be alright. But I need to get this hand checked up sometime, probably in the capital of Luanda, the most expensive place to live in the world. But yeah, pretty happy as it goes. It's nice and quiet here. It's expensive because of the black market exchange rate of the US dollar and the Kwanza, but I can just chill out. So I'll try and film as much as I can. GoPro is still broken, but yeah, we head down towards Luanda, currently in Mbanza, Congo, I believe it's called, and then yeah, down towards Nizeto, and then Luanda. I don't speak a word of Portuguese, nobody understands me at all, but it's yeah, everyone's friendly, so I don't care. Okay everyone, I've made it to the camp spot in Pario de Santiago, I believe it's called, and you can see the shipwrecks here on the coast of Angola. It's absolutely beautiful. Luanda in the distance as well, and the sunset just behind us as well. Stunning views. If we zoom in a little bit, I think you can see the shipwrecks. There we go, all along the coast. Shipwrecks. And I've met Emil here. Emil, awesome guy from Angola, really nice guy. Had a really nice chat with him, so it's been really awesome to spend a bit of time, speak a bit of English as well, and learning a bit more about the area. So yeah, towards Angola tomorrow. Nice little peaceful night's sleep out here. Okay, so I've made it down to the shipwreck coast here in Angola. I've rode down. It's a lovely little sort of dirt track, and wow, there are so many shipwrecks here. It's just crazy. You can see in the distance over there. And there's got to be at least 15 or 10 in that direction. Come over here, even more. And then the distance over this way, as far as the eye can see, there's loads. All just abandoned. So the plan today is to head into Luanda, into the Club Naval, which is a very popular overlander spot from what I've heard, and they let you stay there for free, which is pretty awesome. They have showers and Wi-Fi, and it's got a really good view of the city, and yeah, we'll be staying in the world's most expensive city for the night, so that'll be a big change. Yeah, let's get going. Weather's looking good, no rain in sight, let's get going. Okay everyone, so I've made it into Luanda. It doesn't look like a very impressive sight behind me because of the truck, But I'm currently camping at the Club Cirque Naval in Luanda. They let you stay here for free. Here's my tent set up next to the boat in the shade with the bike. But yeah, we're currently in Luanda, and this is the most expensive city to live in Africa. Or in actual fact, let me correct that, this is the most expensive city to live in the entire world. It's crazy. I mean, this is how the top 1% live in Africa. You can see all the big skyscrapers here and all the yachts. But what a brilliant location. I just need to chill out, really. It's been absolutely hectic getting through the Congo, and I'm shattered. I'm honestly shattered. I've been wild camping pretty much for over a week, and my finger needs some attention. It's still pretty broken, so I'm gonna go to hospital. Foot's okay now, which is good, but I'm happy to be here. I've got some food, I can chill out now. There's a beach over that way that's beautiful, and yeah, I'm happy to be in Angola. After the big accident in the Congo, it was quite a scary experience, but for now, we can enjoy some sun, we can chill out, down towards Namibia, South Africa. Whew. I'm happy. So I've just been on this pontoon here at the Club Naval in Luanda, in Angola. And I've just been thinking about the contrast of Angola, Luanda in particular, in comparison to DRC, or the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's so different. DRC is one of 3 of the poorest countries in the world, and then I come here and it's the most expensive city in the world. It's so different in contrast. So yeah, I've been thinking about that. It's just mind-boggling. It really is. But let me give you a little view around of the skyline. You can see the yachts here. In the background behind me, just here, is the castle. Absolutely impressive structure. If I come around this way, hopefully the autofocus works. I don't know if it's going to do too well at night. There we go. You can see all the lights of the skyline. You've got skyscrapers. And you've got the yachts as well. Completely different change. You know, I was wild camping in the jungle, and you know, there was villages. There was no electricity. There was no Wi-Fi, and then, you know, you get here and there's lights, there's big skyscrapers and yachts, and it's a different world. It's a different world. It is. But you know, people are happy with what they've got. You know, you see that. You see that in Africa. You see that, you know, people have lots and people don't have much. But to be honest, you don't see suffering. You see people who are very content with what they have. They get by and they're happy. And that's one lesson I've taught, is to be very happy with the very basic things in life that you have. You know, for me, I'm just very happy to have somewhere right now to put my tent. That's somewhere in the city that's very expensive, and have a shower, have a toilet, and have Wi-Fi. It's all basic stuff that back home we take for granted. But for me, it's like luxuries now. So yeah, just been thinking on this little pontoon here. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little roundup of my thoughts, and I think I'll be spending one more night here. I still need to do a load more washing. I've cleaned all my bike stuff, so thanks for your recommendations, everyone. I've used soap and hand washed it all, and the water in the shower was brown from cleaning it. So I definitely need to clean my bike gear. Got a little bit more washing to do, and then we're going to head down south along the coast of Angola, and then into Namibia and South Africa, and then it's time for a big rest. But yeah, good night. That's better. Welcome to the Serra de Leba Pass in Angola. This is a beautiful mountain road and the views are spectacular. I'm going to show you in just a second. The road's filled with potholes, but look at this. Above the clouds. You can see where it twists up. And then down over there we've got a waterfall as well. It's absolutely beautiful. There's some rain coming down now though, it's a bit strange. But yeah, it's a bit of a sheer drop off here. Bike's doing really well. Chain's knackered again, need to get a new set. Ugh. But this has been definitely worth it. Okay, I've just stopped off by this beautiful little stream to have a wash off. I look 10 times better when I've had a wash. Anyway, time for a little update on the bike. Everyone's been asking where my mirrors have gone. And so this is why, you know, people asked when I had the Yamaha MT-07, Harvey, why don't you have mirrors? It's because I always break them. So, the left-hand mirror, this one, I dropped the bike in Marleyville in Guinea, and it just completely shattered the mirror and I had to get rid of it, so that one's gone. And then this one on the right here, this came off in the crash in Democratic Republic of Congo when I crashed into the other motorcyclist. So yeah, I have no mirrors. I don't even try and take them off and they just come off themselves, so what can I do? Anyway, oh, it's so good to have a good wash off, just like bar of soap, then the towel afterwards, and you're just like, oh, it's new me underneath all this. But yeah, I'm currently at the Serra de Lebar Pass. I don't know how high it is in the air, but nice little stream, nice and cold. Off to Lobango today, and then I'm going to start heading towards the Namibian border, because basically I'm on my 4th chain of the trip and they're all made of just cheese out here. The sprockets are rubbish and I need a new rear tyre, so I have to get to Namibia where they have loads of shops there selling this kind of stuff. So I need to get there, sort out a couple of bits. I need new steering head bearings as well, rear brake pads, and a couple of little bits and pieces. So yeah, I need to get to Namibia and fix up some bits. But apart from that, here's the view of this lovely little stream I've washed off in. And here's the bike. Let's get going. Well, I'm not in Rio de Janeiro. I'm in a place called Lobango in Angola. And here is a statue of the man himself, Jesus. But it's a little bit different, because if you look, you can see, if I zoom in, there are bullet holes on Jesus. Probably difficult to make out. There you go, there's a couple of them there. I believe it was from the Civil War here, back in the 2000s and previous to that. And here is the city of Lobango in Angola. We're high up in altitude here. It's pretty cold actually, it's just strange. But yeah, it's huge.